September 19th, 1944. In a desperate bid to stop the American Third Army's advance towards Germany, Hitler launches a massive counteroffensive aimed at forcing the Americans back across the Moselle River. In the early hours of the attack, the 113th Panzer Brigade surprises and overwhelms scattered pockets of American resistance. The Battle of Allacourt has begun. A platoon of 4 M18 Hellcat tank destroyers moves through heavy morning fog towards the sound of gunfire. The Hellcats reach the battlefield and come up against 40 tanks of the advancing 113th Panzer Brigade. With the destroyers, or TDs, is Private Paul Colangelo.
After we realized they were German, we started to open fire. We would shoot and move. With our speed and maneuverability, we were having a field day.
Each combat command usually had one company of TDs. They could penetrate the front slope plate of a Panther. So they were lethal.
Armed with a high-velocity 76mm cannon, the Hellcat is designed to quickly engage and destroy enemy armor. It has a top speed of close to 100 kilometers per hour, but that speed comes at a cost. The Hellcat's armor is only 13 millimeters thick, making it highly vulnerable to enemy fire. The Germans quickly exploit that weakness and knock out 3 of the 4 Hellcats. But Colangelo and his platoon have bought enough time for 4 more Hellcats to arrive. Leading the reinforcements is Captain Tom Evans of the 704th Tank Destroyer Battalion.
As the fog burned off, we saw at least 30 to 40 German tanks start up towards us in a frontal attack. We waited and waited, then we fired. The leading 2 tanks were hit and stopped dead, aflame. The others, their crews apparently confused, turned sideways. That's where they made a big mistake. From our position, with only turrets showing, we hit 11 more as fast as we could load and shoot. It was a turkey shoot.
By mid-afternoon, 8 Hellcats of the 704th Tank Destroyer Battalion have knocked out 19 Panzers. The German attack ends in failure. It's the same story almost everywhere along the front. American forces holding back large numbers of advancing German tanks. But just outside the village of Allacourt, the Panthers punch through American lines, threatening the headquarters of the 4th Armored Division's Combat Command A. Tank Commander Jimmy Leach and his company get an urgent call for help.
The Germans had a couple of brigades of tanks attacking CCA.
Leach's company arrives just in time. They find the American headquarters caught off guard, defended by only a few artillery guns.
The artillery was shooting direct fire at them and had them stymied at least. They had not spotted CCA headquarters. Their vehicles could be seen, I reckon, from the German position. But the Germans were concentrating on the artillery shooting. And Clark said, "Where's your company? I sent for you, ages ago." They said, "I want you to get rid of those damn tanks right there. You see them? Get rid of them." "Yes, sir." "Drive them away." I said, "All right, I want us to deploy just beyond this point here, right here now. Deploy right out here in line formation and move toward these Germans, guns a-blazing." Well, when we emerged, guns a-blazing, the Germans turned tail and left the battlefield. And man, they took off. Went several thousand meters to the right and got up on a high hill. We should probably Go look for those bastards. Why don't we, before dark, move in that direction?
Leach quickly rallies his men, and with his small Sherman force launches a pursuit of the Panthers.
A Company went around the left on a high ground and then dropped down. And here was a German logger of over a dozen Panther tanks. A Company immediately started shooting at them, and they returned fire to A Company. We lost 3 Shermans. A Company lost its commander and 2 platoon leaders. Their armor protection was superior to ours. Their hitability, superior to ours. But we had the smoke round in the 75. The advantage of the smoke round was to screen the target where he couldn't shoot back at you, blind it, and then try to maneuver to the flank and get a flank shot into it.
A Company's frontal attack is costly for the Americans, but it allows Leach's tanks to strike from the side, targeting the Panthers' thinner, more vulnerable side armor.
I gave by the left flank. Let's go. When I dropped over, we were right in the middle of them. I hit them broadside. I'm giving a fire command. Gunner, traverse right, steady. And when I get on a tank, I said, fire. We would be firing shot ammunition at these tanks. Shot is a solid round, anti-tank round.
The M61 is an armor-piercing round designed to punch a hole through heavy armor. Traveling at 620 meters per second, an M61 round can easily penetrate the Panther's 50 millimeters of side armor.
If I'd have hit them on the front like A Company did, they would have been bouncing off. But I hit them on the flank, and my guns would go right through the side of a German tank. Together, A Company and my company knocked out 9 Panthers.
By the end of the first day, the battlefield is littered with the hulks of 43 German panzers. The Americans lose just 5 Shermans and 3 Hellcats.
General Patton analyzed what was going on, and they thought this was just a skirmish that the Germans had thrown at us, and it wasn't the real thing. It was a pretty good skirmish. It lasted a day and a half of heavy fighting, tank versus tank. And he ordered a continuation of the attack to the northeast toward the Saar.
The bulk of Patton's forces resume their advance towards Germany. Jimmy Leach and his company get orders to stay behind, near the French town of Moncourt.
I was to be the rear guard as they pushed on away from me. And suddenly, to my right, the Germans reappeared in spades in tanks again.